Welcome to part two. It is not as long as the first one, but the bottom line is that this girl has told a lie and she should apologize to this guy. She lied.
He has
Well,
yet to be charged.
you can say allegedly, but it is now a new
And
investigation going on.
so there's a new investigation because
Yes.
I did talk with
Why is it an
I got the
investigation going on?
investigation.
So for
And
Girl,
okay, this
give it
was the
to me.
original one, and they said that they didn't find fault, or basically from what they investigated, and I don't want to put words in their mouth, but um, I am declining this case because there is not reasonable
Let me see. I gotta read this for myself. Okay, the subject between May and October. Earlier, I could have sworn that she said September and October. So May and October. No way. You no, it's too late. And why he pooped on himself from May to October and you didn't already take him to the doctor? A spiky thing. And then said that a 3-year-old child named Alex, a female, had inserted a spiky thing into his said okay, I viewed them on evidence. The doctor at the hospital examined the victim and said that there was no sign of any physical trauma to the victim. There were x-rays, no foreign objects. As you can see, we can see foreign objects, metal debris, nothing abnormal, and the victim was happy. You did wrong. You did wrong.
likelihood of conviction. And I viewed the evidence on evidence.com. The doctor at the hospital examined the victim and said there was no sign of any physical trauma to the victim's anus. There were x-rays done which revealed that there were no foreign objects with metal debris present, and the doctor noted that there was nothing abnormal and the victim was healthy.
Girl, do you know how serious we take this? Not for you, for your own child. Do you know when we go through the training? Look, I spent so much time just getting myself together, listening to jazz music so I can make sure I don't miss nothing. This, this, protocol. Just, and then go back it up. Go back and read some books. Get the doctor to make sure you don't miss a thing. If something happens to your child, I'm going to make sure. If I'm their nurse, baby, he ain't never coming home. I don't give a damn. You hear me? It ain't no way. It ain't no way. There's no way. And the thing about it is, I have a child. I would never want something like this to happen. Oh my goodness. So I understand you going in for your son. But when you knew that it could be inconsistent, you gotta apologize. This ain't no different from any black man who go to jail. Well, he is a black man. And then people wait till they die and then they be like, I'm sorry. No ma'am. In the way that you set up and you talked about your relationship from the beginning to the end, from you know everything about that. Kids have all kind of stuff They have so much stuff in their nose. They get stuck too far. Ear, just any hole they want to put something in it. They just be learning. I don't even know how the story came up. I don't know that, just from the ending, but kids are wild. YouTube, the things that they see is wild. But I trust and believe me. No medical professional wants to go to court and have somebody say that they did not do their job for a child. Or, look, a child? And I'm sure he's cute. If dude, look, I promise you, baby. You don't know when you can do forensics and how, listen, they would have got him. They would have got him. But anyway, allegedly.
The nails were tested for potential. You've already said that was a lie, but they were tested. They didn't find any evidence on that. They also said the victim participated in a forensic interview, which is your son. The interviewer asked him if someone put...
Okay, now let me get to that. At the doctor, if something has happened to your child, if a man, anybody come near them, walking toward them like they finna do anything, they'll fight. Look, they'll fight you like a pit bull, like Mike Tyson. It'll take you people to hold that child down. I don't know where they get their strength from. Shit, look. Look, ain't nobody touching nothing. That's why they don't want to use the bathroom. So not pooping, constipation. So much that the kids will throw up for holding they poop. Yeah, he could have been clingy, but it seemed like it's so many different things. But you will have to pay attention to the interview. Is he happy at the interview? Is he sad? When the doctor tried to come to talk to him, did he back up? That's like taking a kid on a roller coaster. As soon as that first drop comes, you think they get on another one? I don't give a damn if the mama, daddy, grandmama, hell, and then they body, and then for it to be a screw, if that was it has to be something small, cause they ain't finna hurt themselves now.
Put him, and he replies, David, he's bad. He put 3 screws filled up in my bottom, and it felt not good. My mom wasn't home. She was getting her hair done. She asked him if anyone told him what to say at the interview, and he replied, only my mom. Mm-hmm. And he said that his mom told him because she knew what the subject did.
Because she knew what he did.
Okay.
Knew what he did.
Because she knew what he did. You're right. Okay. And so he told me that his mom lets him stay at home by himself lots of times, and he is allowed to use the stove to cook when he is alone. He then describes to me how he makes macaroni and...
Wait a minute. Hold up. You finna go to jail. He's 6. What if he got the fire on? To get your... You got in a car, open up your garage, and you was able to bag up. You got in the car and you was able to bag up and leave a 6-year-old and drive down the street to the beauty shop, get your hair washed, get your hair braided to the back, get the wig cap put on, and then let them flat iron it. Is that the day you had the picture with when they had just cut it and you was smiling? And then get it delayed and all that? Yeah. Why he at home? And then he cooking macaroni? So he getting on top of the microwave to whatever. He know how to work the water? What if it overflow? What if he choke? Oh my God, you done made me itch. Girl.
Cheese on the stove when he is home alone. And
Wait a
there's no
minute.
legal way to
Let me read it for myself. I had to read it for myself. The only evidence of anything happening is the testimony of the now so he was 6-year-old victim who cannot describe the incident with any detail or consistency. Okay, that's as such, who initially denied that anything criminal occurred and who has stated that his mom told him what to do. The same child has also stated that his mom frequently leaves him home alone and lets him cook on. Girl, they got it wrote down. This on paper? You tried to dig a ditch for him? You should have did. You should have dug too. Oh my God, I can't even make no joke right now because this is that she does not leave him alone, and okay. I told her what he told me about that. She said that was a lie and said that she does not leave him home alone. And so he lied. So he lying. If he lied on you, on your mama, on his mom, you don't think he'll lie on him? Because them was some screws. He talking about you trying to really kill him. Girl.
prove what happened in this case. The only evidence anything happened is the testimony of now the 6-year-old victim who cannot describe this incident with any detail or consistency.
All right, so boom, first point, medical examination. So
Come on
for
with
one, they do not do a forensic examination unless it has happened between 72 hours. They didn't do anything to my son at the hospital.
Look here. They might not do a forensic exam, but that's when you call forensics and they're gonna do swabs and everything. Because when you call for, you gotta be like, look, you come in with your story, and I'm your nurse. I'll be like, oh God, I'm gonna be cool, I'm gonna be calm. Like, okay. Then after that, after I leave out the room with you, then I'm gonna be like, I'm going to get my boss. Like, this, she said that this dude done did this to her son. Hell to the no. Look, wait a minute. Wait a minute. You wrote it down? You got, come in here so you can hear what she said. We writing it down. But when we get to listening to it, we finna go get the doc. We finna, somebody could be having a heart attack. Hey, somebody else do them chest compressions. I need you, doc. I need you. Stat. I don't ask you for nothing, but I need you right now. They coming. But they gonna come if I say something anyway. Okay, so they coming. And I tell them this shit. Just how you looking, that's how I'm looking right now. So you want him to get on the phone. Hey, I need you to, they have to wake us up. They gotta wake us up any time of night when you work on a team. Wherever they're at, it could be 100 miles away. It don't matter. Somebody got to get to the area immediately with legal stuff. Like almost like a damn finna get an organ. We're coming to get that work. Cause he finna go. What they coming for? Because before they do that, the doctor has to do a rectal exam. And he don't even have to do the finger. All he gotta do is look. I'm sure he did that just to document, and those are gonna be sealed. But you have to look. You have to look. But from what you're saying, that can't be detected. If he went and picked the screw up from outside and came back and did that to his bottom, even though that's a dirty area, a child probably would have scraped themselves, or they would have a infection. And if he hid it that long, he would have it. It would be bad. It would be something that looked like that anyway. Dirt. Or you would have knew that when you gave him a bath. 5 years old, he still he give himself a bath. You don't go behind him and make sure it's clean. You don't know. I had a 6-year-old and he be dirty. I had to let him wash up whatever he act like he gonna do. But you have to tell them, did you do your, you know what I'm saying? Did you look? Let me see. But anyway, that's just me. Girl, come on.
But do x-rays. Now, x-rays do not show anything but metal and bone. And all they also did was turn around, spray his cheeks, and look at his butthole. There was nothing there.
Thank you.
I knew there was nothing there. That's all the tests that he did. There was no camera, no nothing put up him, nothing. So that doesn't show anything. And then I did my due diligence and I went and took him to a gastrologist, whatever. They deal with the colon and the large intestine and anus. And that doctor told me that
Do you know that people go to, if they don't had, that's nothing new for somebody who is active in that lifestyle, because if it gets so loose, they go get Botox to shrink it back up. And then to put a colonoscopy, girl, come on.
I had to bring my son within 2 weeks of the assault.
So you're doing all this trauma to your child. You making him endure this. Because when kids have stomach pain or stomach issues and they have to get a colonoscopy, they're worrying about your child for other things. But to put your child to sleep, because that's what they do, they put you to sleep for 15 to 20 minutes on the Michael Jackson. He had to get an IV to go through this. Girl.
By the time I had seen this specialist, it was 3 months later. And they said that I would have had to have 2 weeks. And so you have to understand how the anus works. Tissues, they heal. So everyone's like, oh, it tears. No, that's not true. It heals. They heal, and especially for kids, very fast. And you don't want to believe me? Google it. It's a simple.
I just told y'all all this.
Search. Okay, so that's one.
Okay.
Just because there's no physical evidence does not mean the crime did not happen. There's plenty of people that have gotten raped and they come back months later and they say somebody raped them and there's no physical evidence, but it does not mean that crime did not happen. Number 2, my son.
So that's why you want to go on the word. Now I see why you got the lie detector test or whatever. Who knows? But it's all about what you can prove, and this ain't something you can prove, baby. And I hate to say that because I just feel like the passion that you have, I feel like that you went in for your child. But my son a rider. He'd be like, I got a 0 on my test. Now I was talking too damn much. Just. But the fact that a child would even know I want anybody who watched this video, tell your child you're finna go give them an animal. Go buy that little one. Let me find me a COVID. Shit. But I like to. Look. This over with. Let me get off of here. Okay, so.
That question was not,
I won't say if I believe her or not. I'll just say that let's not even do that. Let me just go to my whiteboard because this is done. I've wasted all my time and did all these notes and all this stuff. You know, you could look. This serious business. This ain't nothing you gonna play with and say that somebody has done to you, cause it's people who do this. All right, so 24 to 72 hours, especially for little girls. If something happens to a boy, let's just say 2 weeks the max, but they gonna be so bruised up, a child. And you think when you came back from the beauty shop that he was gonna be able to go to sleep that night? You don't think he would have been still crying, terrified? He could go to school, he ain't gonna tell nobody? Anyway, 2 weeks. You'll see behavior changes in your child. Yeah, you will see some fear, but you're gonna see some constipation. Cause that's air. You're gonna see some kids scared to use the bathroom. Cause they saying it's gonna hurt. You're gonna see when you ask them what's wrong, you coming toward them, they gonna move. Just their interactions with anybody else. And girls, that's easier to tell. I mean, everything is because they got a hymen bone. That will heal up. We're not gonna. You can Google the pictures. Um, a girl might start wetting on herself. They might be bleeding. They're gonna have bruises. But the other person, they got fingerprints. They got body hair. They got clothes. You want to get them to the doctor soon as possible. Because if you go to the doctor soon as you know, and then of course you take it serious. But you go and you have to get it documented. You got to go to the people who know this is what they do. Because if that's something happened to your child, trust me, we want to help you fuck them up. Okay? Kindly. Kindly. You know? Now we like to save lives and stuff. But we don't play by none either. And I don't know. And I don't know nobody who do. Now this is just absurd. So you know what? I wouldn't be good at being an expert nurse on this case. Not at all.